I just woke up and I'm gonna take you through my full pull day on a cut. But before I do that, I gotta freshen up and get ready, so give me a minute. So everybody's asleep because it's like, what? I don't know. 3:40. I still wanted to talk to you, so I'm in the garage. This is good. So, one thing I probably should mention about this specific pull day is that it's gonna be the last pull day before I deload. So, I'm gonna try to take it to MRV, and that's max recoverable volume. I'm gonna let future me take over and explain that because I don't have a whiteboard with me right now. So future me here with the power of whiteboards and IQ, I'm gonna explain to you volume, MRV, deloads, everything I literally just mentioned that somebody may not know. So start off with volume. Volume is basically the amount of work that you're doing. Typically it's quantified by the amount of sets you're doing, multiplied by the amount of reps, multiplied by the intensity or the weight that you're lifting. So, I mean, volume's kind of arbitrary for everybody. You're not going to be able to perfectly calculate what sort of volume you should be using. More so, it's just kind of an indicator of, are you training hard enough? Should you do more? This and that. So, if we look at this lovely graph that I made, here on the bottom, we have the scale of volume, and up here is our gains. So basically, as we go up in volume, we also go up in gains, but only to a certain point. So you start off going up really high. As you increase your volume, you get more and more and more. And I could say about here is probably, minimum effective volume is kind of subjective. It technically could be here, but it doesn't really matter. MEV is minimum effective volume. And your maximum recoverable volume is somewhere around here, where it starts to taper off. Where your gains start to taper off is basically where your MRV is, because at that point, you're incorporating so much volume into your training that your body can't recover from it by the next time you work out, and you're actually hindering the amount of weight you can push, thus hindering your gains. As for deloads, after a certain period of working out, you eventually accrue so much fatigue that you kind of need to take a longer break, and that's why people take deloads. Not only for that, but also maybe joint health and other crap. Who cares about that? But typically deloads last about a week. You can completely stop going to the gym during a deload, or you can just kind of go and train, but with much lighter weights than you usually train, like usually half of your working set weight. So if I was doing my normal push day with 190 pounds on the bench for 5 reps on a deload, I'd be doing it with 95 pounds, which sounds kind of funny if you think about it. And I just stay out of the gym during a deload because I don't want to look like a bitch lifting 95 for 5. And one more thing, on a pull day, just like on a push day, you're training the muscles in your body that you use to pull. So literally everything on your back, your biceps, and your rear delts. Thank you, future me, for explaining that. I actually wanted to talk about one of the shortcomings of my last video, which was the full push day on a cut. I think I just didn't explain a lot of terms that I was kind of throwing around. I assumed that people knew it, and I've been lifting for some time now, so obviously they're like second nature to me, but I understand it's probably not apparently obvious to every single person that watches the video, especially if they're new to lifting. So I'm going to go out of my way to explain those kinds of terms in this video. Alright, so I'm finished drinking this coffee, and I'll see you in the gym. I started off warming up on the lat pull down, and I usually do pull-ups, but I find it's easier to exert myself more on the lat pull down than it is the pull-ups. So I did lat pull down this session. Either this or the pull-up are always my main lifts when I do my pull days, and I just love them for hitting my lats. That's here. So anyway, here's this cool montage, because there's not a lot of commentary to be made here. After
my pull downs, I did some machine rows, both with the wide grip and the close grip. Then I did face pulls for my rear delts, and I used 2 ropes just to increase the range of motion. I think range of motion's pretty self-explanatory, but this is partial range of motion, and this is full range of motion. After my face pulls, I just did some rear delt flies to finish off them delts and move on. Then I did shrugs, and I purposefully recorded it so you can't see my face, because every time I shrug the bar, something goes off in my head, some neuron fires telling me to make a stupid Neanderthal face, and I cannot object to it no matter how hard I try. Then I did a few sets of cable curls, but I felt like that wasn't exactly enough for my biceps, so I decided to actually do some cheat curls. I really like cheat curls because you can eccentrically overload the biceps, which just means you cheat the weight up and then you just bring it down as slow as possible. I mean, it absolutely fries the biceps. Though, to be fair, I don't think I need to be telling you, you can kind of tell from my face. And that's the video. I got a disgusting pump from this workout, and honestly, I can't wait to get back into the gym after my deload. So, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.